Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Ahmed at Altcoin Era. Make sure that you like, subscribe, and join our private members. What on earth happened? A few days ago, Chairman Powell came to the stage and, just like any other FOMC meeting, decided to speak about the economy. And what he said was interesting. He said, "We have avoided a recession and expect another very good year." As a consequence, the markets hurdled. We fell down almost 3%, a whopping 3%. The markets all panicked over a comment that he said, "We have avoided a recession." The markets reacted negatively, and it was almost like a Jim Cramer effect. Whenever this individual is bullish about something, it's normally bearish. And whenever he's bearish about a stock or an asset, it's normally bullish. Today we had a good bounce. From candle to candle, we went up 1%. The DXY looks like it's peaked. I did say January we will peak. I don't think it's heading to this upper trend line over here. I don't think that's going to happen. I think that's it for the DXY. We've been tracking the DXY for quite some time. And now I think this is a blow off top. Once we get QE, which I predict is going to happen in Q1, January, February, March, the DXY will hurdle back down, which is going to be great for our altcoins. Every year I hear this. Every year I always hear this. The debt ceiling. They always have this debate in Congress in America. So hardline Republican rejects Trump's debt ceiling demand focused on deficit worries. Every year they argue about the deficit, and every year they increase the debt. It happens every single year. And that's why the dollar is heading down. Here is a tweet. "Feels like a big fight over the debt ceiling is brewing. That means the TGA, the Treasury General Account, is going to be drawn downwards, and also the reverse repo too. That's a positive for liquidity in Q1. Next week, we need a weak dollar." I'm going to give you a heads up. This is what's going to happen. This is going to be all over Financial Times, NBC, CNBC, etc., etc. They're going to be fighting over the debt ceiling, and it's just going to be a game of theatrics. By the end of January, they're going to raise the debt ceiling. Nothing to worry about. And then they're going to do quantitative easing, QE, by January, February. Some more macro news. This is going to help you. You need to zoom out in times like this. We have China. And what do you notice? This is China's 1-year bond yield. The first time in history was during Lehman Brothers, when it all collapsed. We had the massive economic financial crisis in 2008. Now, ladies and gentlemen, where are we? We're right over here, which means we're about to see the mother of all money printing, QE. I did make a video about Chinese coins, Chinese crypto coins, and some of our bags are doing very, very well. I'm going to do another part 2 very, very soon. Crypto markets have had a good bounce back. We have the likes of Move up 40%. We have Virgil is just doing incredible. We're up on the daily a 22% increase. I think Virgil is going to be the trade of next year in 2025. It's going to go phenomenal. It's already sitting at a market cap of 2.81 billion. It's ranked 48th place. ENA is up 22%. We have Bonk is up 12%. Bonk hasn't been really doing great this year. Bonk was the trade of the year in 2023. It's not the trade of the year in 2024. Beam is up 13%. We got Hyperliquid and it's up a whopping 20%. Let's see if it's going to be the flavor of the week, flavor of the month, or maybe it might be the flavor of the year. We're going to have to wait and see. So generally, we have good, healthy bounces at the moment. Aave is up 4% for the day. On the yearly is up 230%. We have Sand is up 9%. So just a good general bounce in the market. However, some folks have been playing with leverage. In the last 24 hours, they've been liquidated. 658 million longs have been liquidated. It wasn't as big as the liquidations we saw on the 9th of December, but consecutively, we've had a lot of liquidations. We had liquidations, massive liquidations on the 18th, more liquidations on the 19th, and slightly more on the 20th. As you can see here, these wicks right here, they were liquidations. We went all the way down from wick to wick. We went down 19%. Solana, look at this huge liquidation. This is a liquidation wick. As you can see here, whenever you see these trailing wicks right here, it means folks got liquidated. Let's have a look at some of the best performing assets this week. The top gainers are UK Link, and it's up for the weekly 84%. Number 2 is Zen, and it's up a whopping 70%. Number 3 is Mocha, and it's up on the weekly 42%. Some of the best performing sectors this week. I know it looks like it's heading downwards because we had massive liquidations events, but so far, which one recovered the best? L1's recovered and is down 12%. In second place, L2's had a good bounce and it's recovered and it's down minus 20% for the weekly. Open interest, we have 24 billion in Binance, we got Bybit, and we have OKX. The best leverage plays are on Binance. Let's have a look at BTC today. Today it stands at $97,907. We are up slightly 0.19%, but we were down massively for the day, down massively by around 6%. And now it looks like we're going to close on the green today. So massive strength right over there, massive bounce and strength over there. It just shows there's a lot of demand right here. But what I wanted to talk about is this. Some folks are already panicking and calling this a top. Some folks are beginning to short at these positions and they believe we have peaked. But you got to understand this. On the month of December, BTC normally goes up by how much? 5%. On average, in the month of December, we normally go up 5%. So this is the monthly candle. And so far on the monthly, we've gone up 2%. We could go up by 5% on average and close on the monthly around 101,000 US dollars. I don't know why some participants are surprised or spooked. I did say this multiple times. It's going to take us a while to break 100K. The easy part is getting from 100K to 250K. From wick to wick on the monthly, we went up around 16, 17, 20%. I knew that this wasn't sustainable. I knew this. Most likely what's going to happen is we close around the average, around 5 to 6%. We close on a monthly. We have literally 10 more days, 11 more days until the end of the year. In November, on average for BTC is normally the best time of the year. This month, we went up 36%. So stop panicking that we didn't go higher. I did warn all of you about some of the bears. They're going to start to create some FUD, some fear in the market. We have this individual right here, Martin, and Martin Shirelli, he's trying to short BTC. But not only is he trying to short BTC, he's trying to cause some confusion. We all know Michael Saylor's taking out loans as collateral to buy BTC. He's doing the same argument that we heard last season. He won't be able to pay his loans. He's going to get margin called. I've heard this time and time again. So what happened during the bear market? He wasn't margin called. He continued to buy. He buys during the bear market. He buys during bull markets. He's forever going to buy. He's never going to sell. The tweet states this. Martin says Michael Saylor could get liquidated and Bitcoin could go into an 18-year bear market. 18 years. BTC is going to head back to 100K. The real question is this: will we head back right over here and form it as resistance? Most likely, BTC is going to close on the monthly above 5%. What we need to see is BTC confirms and holds 100K on the weekly. Once that happens, ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to 120,000 US dollars. For the meantime, I said many times, it's going to take us a while. It's going to take us a while to break 100K. It's not going to happen on the first attempt. It didn't happen on the second attempt. It might not happen on the third. Probably happen on the fourth or the fifth. Ethereum price targets currently stands at 3,464. For some reason, for some strange reason, I don't know why, but it is a mammoth of a task. For some reason, we always get rejected at 4K multiple times, and this year has been no different. Here for a few days, wicked all the way back down, had a massive downturn of 30%. We hit 4K again and for some reason came hurtling down to around 50%. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we hit 4K once again, and we could see it go all the way back to this area. I don't think it will happen, but for some strange reason, patterns often repeat itself. So we could see another drawdown to this trend line, my trend line right over here. I don't want that to happen, but that's worst case scenario. The bullish case is that we hold above this area, this trend line right over here at $3,526. We hold above there, and then we attack this area of resistance one final time. ADA price targets currently at 94 cents. We're up 7.49%. Some alts are showing good signs of recovery, and we are oscillating around this area. If we don't hold this area, like I said in the previous episode, we could hurdle all the way down to 63 cents. I'm going to put some cheeky orders around 63 cents, 57 cents, and it could get there since we're still not in altcoin season. This is just a rally. This is not altcoin season. I repeat, this is only a rally. As you can see, we're at 47. I didn't even look at it for the past couple of days, and I knew that this was just a rally. So most likely, unfortunately, we're heading back to Bitcoin season. This happens time and time again. Altcoin rallies goes all the way back to Bitcoin season. This was also a altcoin rally, and then we hurdled all the way back down. The only time when we saw a sustained level of altcoin season was in 2021 of 88 days. The rest, ladies and gentlemen, were just altcoin rallies. So that means altcoins are possibly going to come down 50, 60, some smaller caps 70, 80%. I'll give you a good example. This was an altcoin rally. We went up 6x. Then we continued to bleed from the peak all the way to the trough, 73%. I'm not saying it's going to last that long, but I'm just giving you a comparison. Altcoin rallies go up massively, 6x, then have a drawdown of around 50, 60, 70%. AVAX from the peak to the trough is already down 40%. AVAX could go lower to around 50, 60% to this area. It could happen. We could just do a full circle. However, my next area of support is at $29. This is a great area to buy. I don't think we're heading to $22. We're very, very, very close to altcoin season. By January, February, we're going to get quantitative easing. Remember the beginning of the episode what I was talking about? The debt ceiling? Link. Price targets currently at $23, and we're slightly up by 2.41%. We're in no man's land, to be fair. We're in limbo, to be fair. We neither held support or held resistance. I think we're heading lower to this area right over there of $17.27. We're in a massive bullish pennant right over here. We've broken this bullish pennant. We could possibly test it one final time, bounce from this area. This is a good confluence because we have two areas of support. Not only do we have the horizontal trend line at $17.13, we also have the diagonal trend line. Let's have a look at DeFi, and DeFi looks very, very promising indeed. Aave is currently at $329.65. We're up slightly for the day, around 5%. The whole of DeFi is going from strength to strength. We got Aave, Pedal. The whole space is going parabolic, and Aave is only 97% away from its previous all-time. I've been following Aave for a very, very long time. I'll be honest. I haven't spoken about it on the channel. I haven't been speaking about DeFi a lot on this channel, but I hold plenty of DeFi coins. Aave has been consolidating for almost 2 or 3 years. And the longer the base, the bigger the base, the bigger the rip. And we could definitely head up higher. We can get to around, Aave can get to around 2,000 to 3,000 easily. While we're still on the topic of DeFi, go check out Sonic. I'm a big fan of Phantom and their ecosystem. There's a lot happening on their ecosystem. Go check out Bits as well. And finally, just to conclude, Binance Alpha announces its fourth batch of tokens, including Banana, Bob, MGP, P-Stack, Genon, and Shogun. You chose these 2 coins to put on your Alpha program. Is something wrong with Binance? Why isn't Cerebro there? Why isn't Bully there? Why isn't ARK there? I'm disappointed in Binance. They're really behind the game. GOAT is not on there. I just want to say thank you very much for watching. It's been a hell of a journey, a hell of a ride. I just want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you very much. I appreciate everything. All the likes, all the watches, everything. I watch all of it. Thank you very much. Peace.